Hello, everyone. I am Teresa from Teresa's Spot for Art, where I love sharing art from my heart and teaching you how to create a little joy in your life through some fun, simple, and quick art projects. Welcome to August 5-Minute Flowers. We're going to start with the chrysanthemum. Let me turn you guys around and we will get started. Here we go. So I have out my 4x6 sheet. I have out my color palette, which is a little bit of a mess now, but I'm going to go through it. Apple red, moon yellow, citrus green, thicket, white, little black, and some magenta. For the chrysanthemum, we don't need the black or the magenta, but they're on my palette anyway. So I'm going to put this here. Let me see if I can get you guys a little bit closer this way. All right. Okay. Remove this and we will get started. So the first thing I want to do is mix a little bit of yellow and red to make like a little bit of like a pale peachy orange. Okay. A little bit more red. Then I'm going to make this oval shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're not going to see a lot of it, but we just want that for the center of our flower. Okay? I'm going to pick up yellow and red, and I'm going to start to double load my brush. I have a little bit of floating medium here. Floating medium is the gel. Sorry, my camera's not turned. It's the gel that is in paint before you put in the pigment. Okay? It just helps your brush move better on cardstock or canvas, because the cardstock, the canvas, the multimedia paper tends to suck up a lot of the paint. So this way, not a lot of paint, a lot of the liquid. So the canvas or multi-surface paper or cardstock tends to absorb the moisture from the paint. So that's why we use the gel, the floating medium, to put it back in. Okay, so I'm going to just do these comma strokes. Stand my brush up on the chisel edge. I'm going to push down and curve around. Okay, and I'm going to go to this side, pick up a little bit more yellow, and this side. Now I'm just going to pick up the yellow and I'm going to start layering in these comma strokes. One side, in the middle. Sometimes I have to come back to my palette and smooth out my brush because my brush fibers start getting all crazy. And see how I'm layering these in here on top of one another? And then coming out to the side. Picking up yellow, layer, layer, middle, layer. Okay? And I can make my chrysanthemum as big and as wide as I want. I can keep going, or I can decide that I've had enough and it's big enough. And I'm just going to add in a couple of little strokes, the same stroke on the bottom. So I'm going to push, and there we have our chrysanthemum. I'm going to wipe this off. I'm going to wash my brush real quick. I'm going to pick up my greens. I'm going to show you how we're going to finish this off. I'm going to pick up some floating medium, work it into my brush. I'm going to pick up my citrus green and my dark green, load my brush, dark, light, okay? Then I just want to come over. I'm going to use my brush. I'm going to just push, 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 push. I'm attaching my stem to my flower, okay? And then I'm going to align my brush with my stem, put a little bit of pressure, push up, and as I push up, I'm going to come to a point, and there we have one leaf, dark green, light green. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. My dark green is to the top. I'm going to push a little pressure. I'm going to curve. I'm turning between my middle finger and my thumb to a point. And there we have our chrysanthemum. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you for the next flower.